Hey, Domestic Don, Josh Landers. Today we're gonna make some, I believe it's called raita. That we're gonna make some. I'm gonna make some chicken shawarma on the grill later. It's pre-made chicken shawarma, so I'm not making the fucking shawarma. But we got it at Trader Joe's. But we need a nice, good kind of Middle Eastern slash Mediterranean sauce to go with it, and it's yogurt based, mayonnaise based. So if you don't like the jizz, coloration or jizz in general, it might not be for you, but I think it does add a nice cooling element to our dish. I hate that word. I hate the fucking word dish. Another word I hate is book. When authors are talking about their books, I don't know what else they're supposed to call it, but the way they say my book, when my book, in my book, when my book comes out, I don't know if cooks have the same thing or chefs have the same thing with the word dish. I just think it's fucking annoying. So what we're going to start off with is some onion, some red onion here. I don't have any good visuals in this garage. The dungeon, I call it. So I can't move my camera much to show you what I'm doing here on the cutting board. But basically I have a bamboo cutting board on my lap, and I have a decent sharp little knife. I don't know what they're called. Just a knife. Is it a skewer? Is it a fucking butcher block knife? I don't know. It's a knife. It cuts. It's sharp. It cuts well. I already showed you the red onion. Then I have some cucumber here. These are just little Persian small cucumbers. I like to use those because my daughter likes to eat those because they have small seeds. If you could see, there's fairly small seeds in there. And in our backyard, we have a nice lot of pickling cucumbers coming in. Maybe I'll show you guys that later. The Domestic Don's garden is doing okay in parts, shitty in other parts. So what I'm going to do is just dice some red onion here. And I got to look down so I don't cut my finger. It's probably better for you guys not to look at my face anyways while I'm doing this, because who wants to look at my face? So I'm going to finally dice them. And since my wife and I are probably the only ones that are going to use this sauce tonight, yeah, I'm not going to make too much of it. I'll probably make a few ounces. We put it in a pita. I bought some nice little Mediterranean bread. You can use, I guess, naan if you're able to make it or buy it. You could use some naan as well. It goes good with shawarma. Any kind of bread, you could either make a little kind of Middle Eastern, taco with it, or anything at all that would, I guess, be a portal of some kind, or just dip it in the sauce and dip it in the chicken, put a piece of chicken on it, make just a little pick and grab and go kind of bites here and there. What is it, in the Middle East, I believe, that you can't eat with your right hand? Or is it left hand? I can't remember which one. I believe it's your right hand you don't eat with, you only eat with your left because you wipe your ass with the other hand, which makes sense. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So now I'm just chopping up some cucumber here, and I'm going to dice those up as well. I like to do the stack method. I know this is probably culinarily wrong. Maybe it's the Midas way to do it. Isn't that the good cooking thing? Midas? Don't you win a Midas award for something? Or Bluebeard award? That's a pirate. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just dice them up. Not too fine, but just little chunks in there that you could taste the cool cucumber, the cooling effect of the cucumber in your raita. What's another word for this? I just fucking call it jizz sauce. Because that's kind of what it looks like, a little lumpy jizz sauce. Maybe you have to get your prostate checked out and your testicular region checked out, but it is kind of a jizzy sauce. And I don't get the whole thing with when people don't like white sauce. I remember when I was in high school, I would sometimes get a burrito with sour cream in it or on top, and I had some friends who I think were afraid of dicks, and they're probably closet homosexuals, but they always made fun of me for liking sour cream, or not always, just kind of a razzing, I guess, as most high schoolers do to their quote-unquote friends. But they would say, "Oh, you like jizz, man? You must like jizz." And I'm like, "Yeah, I do like jizz. Is this where we're at now? Just because I like sour cream, that I suck cock." But this is, I'm gonna use some yogurt here, and I have some Trader Joe's Creamline whole milk yogurt plain. My wife likes the organic kind. I didn't buy the organic kind this time. Because it tastes like a fucking cow's udder. It's a European style, the organic one they have at Trader Joe's, and it's just got that bitter taste. So maybe I don't. Maybe I like sweet jizz, not bitter. But this one is just a normal plain yogurt. Good for putting on tacos if you don't want to have the sour cream, fat from the sour cream, or anything else. It's just a little bit maybe better for your gut. I don't know. I just don't have sour cream, so I'm using some yogurt here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I don't know how many ounces this is. Maybe a few. And then once we get the other elements in, I'll stir it up and see what it looks like. So if you notice, I'm not licking the knife because I don't want to spread my COVID to my family, but they already have it if I do, and vice versa. And this is, where's the fucking camera? This is organic mayonnaise, also from Trader Joe's. I used to use Primal Kitchen mayonnaise, which was avocado oil, and it's a lot healthier for you. I just haven't found it lately, and especially since we've been shopping just at one place, mostly since it's been happening over the last few months. I just go to Trader Joe's, but if you could get that Primal Kitchen mayonnaise, it's not cheap, but it's probably better for you, or it is better for you, and it tastes really good. But this is probably good enough for now. But we're living out of our house, can't go shopping too many places to find very specific things. And I kind of just do a 1-to-1 ratio with the mayonnaise and the yogurt here. I think it gives it a good texture, a good creaminess. If you have too much of one or the other, it doesn't ruin the deal. It just makes it a little, if you like more mayonnaise, if you like more yogurt, go for it. I'm fucking putting the goddamn, where's the mayonnaise go? This is why you don't cook in your garage, because I can't find shit. I don't have enough tables. I was putting the lid of the yogurt onto the fucking lid of the mayonnaise. What else we got here? Okay, got some mayonnaise. You got the cucumbers already in there. You got the onion and the yogurt. I use also. Trader Joe's doesn't sponsor us in any meat or me, and no one sponsors me. We got some garlic powder here. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that in there. You could also use diced garlic, I guess. Which I do sometimes use. I'm just too lazy and I don't feel like chopping that much shit up. And to give it that sort of Middle Eastern flair, we got some curry powder, also from Trader Joe's. Jesus Christ. If you want to throw some of that in there, it gives it a nice flavor, like you're on a trip to the Turkish seas. I don't know. Curry powder, a little bit of dash of that. Also turmeric. I use this in my tea often, especially on my second cup of tea. I usually, in the morning, if I'm drinking tea, I'll have one normal cup, like a black tea or Earl Grey or something like that, and then my second cup of tea, I'll throw a couple dashes of turmeric. Supposedly good for the liver, which I fucking need, obviously being the healthy drunk that I am. And that I'll determine what healthy means when I have a liver disease. Also a little bit of a dash of Trader Joe's red pepper, cayenne. Fuck, I grabbed the wrong one. I'll fucking open it, who cares? I think we have another one in there. But does this shit go bad? God damn it. Why do they make wrappers so hard to fucking open? I'm just trying to open the red pepper. Oh fuck, I'll put it in later. So, I don't know how to edit, so I'll just fucking do it without red pepper right now, just to show you guys what the raita looks like. And you can also throw, a splash of lemon if you have fresh lemon juice in there, which I'll probably do once I go inside, because again, I don't know how to stop and start this camera and edit it so I could splice two videos together. So I'll just do this one. And again, just kind of a test run of cooking with Domestic Don, which, everybody's doing now on YouTube, but I think I do it better. Who else is cooking in their garage with a fucking, what's behind me? Sticker of Charles Bukowski and an old armoire, and I'm cutting on my lap. I'm actually cutting shit on my lap with a bamboo, like I said, cutting board. Posh Josh here. Posh Domestic Don. And then, like I said, I'm going to add some red pepper in there in a little bit. But let's take a little finger taste. Smooth. Creamy. Decadent. I think that will go good with a little bit of the spice of the shawarma. I'm going to add a couple more dashes of curry powder to give it a little bit more flavor. Maybe a little bit more garlic. And like I said earlier, damn, look at those holes in the garlic shit. The other ones are small. They make the garlic one way too big, so you gotta be careful with the Trader Joe's garlic top. You can never have enough garlic, but then until you do. Alright, I think I'm going to add a little bit more yogurt to it. Just add a little bit more of the mayonnaise-y jizz taste to it, so a little bit more yogurt to make it a little bit more, not creamy, but gives it that little sourness, I guess, of the yogurt. I'll mix that all together. Get the fuck away, fly. See, this is why you don't do it in the garage. I have no climate control, no insect control. I got flies and bees and fucking fleas shit just all over the place. I'm sure this chair I'm sitting in is infested with something. As long as I keep it all clean and get it into the house and into the refrigerator in a decent time, I think it's okay. Yeah, that made it a little bit better. Okay, like I said, maybe a little bit more turmeric. Fuck it. See, this is how I cook. It's all measured. It's all specific. It's all delicious. Give it a little stir. And I'm doing this during kid time. If I mentioned this before, my kids have an hour of kid time where they can't bother myself or their mother, which they're pretty good at. You know, they're pretty good at. But I try to get as much shit that I can in that hour. And I have the luxury of today. They get a movie. It's summertime. We're back from a impromptu kind of vacation road trip that we shouldn't have during the COVID, which that's going to be my second video later on. But I just wanted to give a trial run to this one. One, to see if my camera stays on, because I've been having a problem with the camera staying on for any length of time. I went into the settings and tried to fuck with that. Let's see if that works. So this will be part one of today, and we'll do a part two with me not cooking later, but more of the kind of ins and outs, ups and downs of traveling during COVID, and just what's been happening over the course of the last couple weeks, socially, globally. All right, I think that's good. So if you can see it, it's kind of a yellowy flick. This camera fucking blows. Yellowy. You can see the viscosity of it. It's not, it's not overly thick. It's not overly thin. It's just gonna be a nice dipping sauce. Like I said, either put on a pita or flatbread or some naan. You could dip it in there if you want to. Like I said, make a little Mediterranean, Middle Eastern taco with the shawarma that I'll be grilling up. We're gonna have some baked kale and bacon grease, baked in the oven to give it that kind of crispy element on the side. So it's going to be a good meal later. I think we're going to do it up well on this Friday afternoon. And I'm trying to detox still, my liver a little bit, but I think I might have a couple of drinks later on. I took a day off yesterday, took I guess half a day off on Wednesday, and I took most of the day off today. So I might have a cocktail later, I don't know, maybe a beer while I'm cooking, and also probably while I'm doing the second edition of this old podcast. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So that's Cooking with Dawn, Domestic Dawn, Dining with Domestic Dawn. And if you guys want to make a raita or some jizz sauce for anything, really, you can use this for fish, a fish taco. You might want to add a couple different spices, maybe some cumin to it and paprika. A little bit different spices here and there for that. But this works good on fish. You could do it with salmon if you throw some dill in there and then maybe take out some of the Middle Eastern spice, or leave it in. You could do a lot with this. Chicken, it's good with chicken. It's good with maybe beef. I don't know, lamb. It probably could be good with lamb, but I don't know how to cook lamb. Lamb's a fucking shit to cook. Get out of here, fucker. Oh, big horsefly. Lamb, I haven't figured that one out yet. But yeah, you guys want a little condiment? A little condom for your jizz? To, make sure you have a reservoir tip. And go to it. Just don't cook in your garage. I don't recommend that. All right, we'll see you guys later.